Now, in line with this slowing economy, overall pay growth is also expected to ease in 2024. MAS is warning that middle-income workers could be the hardest hit, even as they saw the fastest salary growth in the past decade. Analysts say that there's a need to help this group to reskill so as to narrow the income gap.
Demographic constraints like an aging population and low birth rate are reasons why MAS says economic growth in Singapore is set to slow down in the next decade.
When growth is actually not keeping pace, we do not expect wages to also continue to grow. If the middle income actually become bipolar in the sense that there's a dispersion, definitely this gap in between will widen the gap. So I think from a policy viewpoint, by maintaining a strong, almost homogeneous middle income.
One way is by increasing productivity. MAS's study found that middle-income workers who had moved to larger or more productive firms saw their salaries more than double over a decade. The problem? Their jobs under threat as technology advances.
The middle-income group is sitting in the best and the worst of the situation. Best meaning that, they already been riding on the good momentum of productivity and mobility. But going forward, this group in particular will also face a very significant threat of being displaced because of advancing technologies.
Take, for instance, new tech like robot waiters. They're helping restaurants become more productive, but they could just as well replace workers who don't have other skill sets. In order to keep the broad middle-income group growing, analysts say there's a need for companies to step up on training efforts and help workers make the necessary career transitions.
You can't hire and fire your way to success. No way. Instead, the thinking should be that, how could I review the capabilities of my people and then start preparing them to engage and retain them to grow their skill set in that directions.
For firms that want to keep their employees yet are unable to pay them, Ms. Ho suggests a new form of co-sharing.
Think about an arrangement where you could allow some of the working hours of your job incumbents to be leased out by themselves, the job incumbents, to other businesses that might not need to have a full-time staff, but would be very happy to have somebody who has job experience and is able to help them with several hours in a day to get a project going.
Overall, labour demand is expected to slow down in the next few quarters. Still, the central bank says hiring should stay supported in domestic-oriented services and travel-related sectors.